What's going on? It's another episode of Inside the NFL Mind of Miami. I'm your host, Miami the Great. It's Tuesday. I know we're back live on Tuesday until me and CJ returns for the EVP and the Miami NFL recap show. It will be at the same time, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be discussing all of the NFL games and just reviewing everything that happened throughout the NFL week. But don't worry, inside the NFL mind, we'll stay on Thursday, but we will only talk about Thursday games. But guess what? This Thursday, you will finally get the experience of what I was talking about because it will be no news like today or anything else. We'll only talk about all the preseason games on Thursday. So please join me Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If there are some bets on DraftKings or in picks, we will go over there. We'll also use Prop Finders. Shouts out to Prop Finders. We'll probably still use ESPN to see who's hurt, sees the injury, sees what the weather is. Kind of giving y'all the dynamic of how we will place bets inside the NFL mind will be the bet podcast. And like I say, I'll still be breaking down a lot of stuff that could be happening for the games. But if you want to get a deeper dive of the whole week, join me and CJ on Tuesday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button on YouTube. It's Talk It Up Podcast on YouTube. And we're on Twitch. I'm live on Twitch on DWTV and DW Radio. And also, I'm now live on X. That's DWE Shouts out to everyone who's supporting us. If you're looking for the link, go follow me on X. You will see it. It will be pinned to my page. That's Miami the Great 305 on X. And shouts out to everyone. That goes the man right there who I will be co-hosting with in 4 more weeks, man. Probably 3 more weeks or 2 more weeks. Who knows? I know we'll be having a show before the actual kickoff season, man. Been holding it down. It doesn't seem like I've been doing it for that long, guys. I did it. I think we started this off. I think right after the month of March. And look at what we're at now. And most of everything I've been telling you guys has been happening. Can't wait to get into some breakdowns with you guys. And one of the things that we'll definitely talk about, shouts out to you, CJ. Go over there and follow the EVP CJ on the EVP show, man. Like I say, you can catch him later on tonight where he'll be doing NXT recaps. But like I say, we will return Tuesday, 6 p.m. Even if he miss it, I will hold it down. I'm back. I think it took me a while to get back into the groove. I'm a little more excited because we're getting closer. And this week we're getting to some games. I think this will be the first week I'll be really watching the preseason game to really get a thought process of how the teams are going to be played, how these teams are going to be structured. We're definitely going to talk about the Hall of Fame game that I was clearly off, guys. I was thinking that the Cardinals was going to win, but Carolina Panthers did pull it through. I wanted to go for the Panthers, but I was like, Carolina did do good, but I'm going to get into some breakdowns with you guys. Like I said, I'm here with you from 6 to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys can get out here and watch some NXT, and then come back and join CJ and get his thoughts and pick his brain about what you thought about NXT tonight. Let's get into some stuff today, some news today. Um, I'm going to just get right into it. Something that I had already told you guys. If you are familiar with my show and you've been coming to my show since day one, I think we're gonna find some news. I'm gonna get right into some news about the Minnesota Vikings here. Let me try to get a lot of things set up, guys. We're going to get into some NFL news, breaking news that had happened earlier today. That happened on X that the Minnesota Vikings announced. Let me see. Can we pull up some things here? because I got some things for you guys that yeah. So hold on to. I got scheduled. We got week 1. We got a lot of stuff. Also, I'm going to update you guys about injuries. I'm going to give you my thoughts about some of these injuries that are going on and what it could mean for you bettors out there. Remember, I told you guys, and I got a big like I was predicting the schedule because I was saying on paper this was people who are fully healthy, but I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about what I think about what we are going into the week 1 the season, because some people are going to be out for 4 weeks, guys. So we're going to talk about that too. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the first thing today we're going to have on the agenda today. We're going to talk about Mr. Kyler Murray, who I told you guys who will be starting for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see, can we get it up? Do we got it up here? Let's get this up here. Yeah, so the Minnesota Vikings did announce that their starting quarterback will be Kyler Murray, my MVP pick. I said it, guys, earlier when y'all was watching, who all was with me from the month of March. Once I had started, as we got closer to the season, I said to you guys, I was thinking that this was going to be the Vikings call. I knew it was. I feel like, and I said also too, Jeff Jefferson could be in that conversation because they're going to try to throw you bettors off and say that, he could be MVP. Now, they could go that way. I would say go on, put some money on the line. Remember, I got a thing which you guys will probably learn this Thursday. We'll see about Miami's safe bet. It'll be all kind of. I will have that link Discord. Matter of fact, let me put that link up the top. If you guys want to go ahead and scan that real quick, that is for the DWE company. Go ahead and scan it while it's up. If you want to go back and look for it, go ahead, because I'm about to switch it to the EVP parlays, Miami and EVP parlays, which me and him, which I will be returning. Hopefully, I've been looking. I might don't do preseason, guys. I might start off week 1 because, like I say, we are week 1. These preseasons are just going to give me a general idea of where we can go. But I will still, if they still have like certain bets on Thursday, I will still tell you guys, if you want to make bets, I will tell you guys where you want to probably place your bets. That's why I say on Thursdays, you will see it will be a whole total different inside the NFL mind. I might have a new background. Shouts out to CJ for thank you for the run off thumbnail that I made. But time will be shouts to them. Yes, CJ, Jeff Jefferson is about to go off. And I said that, like I said it. I said if Kyler Murray is starting for the Vikings, that yes, he's going to be in that conversation of MVP. I think the last time we got a wide receiver MVP, guess what? That player was playing for the Minnesota Vikings. Anyone want to take a guess? If you want to take a guess, if you are a better out there, send you a link to me, CJ's Discord, and you could be in there a 4-week month early of being in our Discord, and I will send you a link. And guess what? You will get to experience how we will do best. Now, CJ is going to tell you we're going to probably hit big this year. I've been stacking up. I've been saving up a lot of stuff, and I've really been just holding on bets because I don't know too much about MLB. I know that's more CJ's department. Shouts out to him next year. He'll be starting a whole show in the morning for MLB. I know tip off is starting in August. What I've been looking at the game schedule and some of the game schedule that I want to do, because I know one of the Tuesday games is on the same time me and CJ will be on for NFL recaps. So I'm going to try to see the games. I'm going to try to figure out if I can probably do it for 1 week, maybe Wednesday before Cal and CJ goes on. I'll probably give y'all like a 1 hour rundown of where to make bets of the NBA. Like I say, if you guys want to get some like breakdowns of the NBA games, Sports Jedi, he watches the game, he goes on live, and he has a screen up where you can see how many points the players get. So you guys definitely look out for his show. But I'm definitely going to give you guys some NBA bets. We're going to probably try to do that. I'm going to do it at least probably once a week, maybe for one of the prime games, maybe for all the games. Like I said, I got to figure out how I'm gonna schedule that. Because we got so many shows. That it's not like two people can be on at the same time. Normally, nobody goes on Wednesday a little early before CJ and Cal because they go on at 8 o'clock, and by then the basketball game will be on. So I will not come on that early. I'll try to come on a little early before most of the games. Give you guys first basket. CJ can tell you I was crushing it first basket, and we're going to crush it again. Like I say, join that Discord. It's going to be NBA bets from my channel, and also NFL bets. And guess what? I'm going to give you guys some college bets too. Go ahead, join that. I'm telling you guys, I got a pretty good idea of where the college is going to go, and I'm telling you, don't be surprised. Texas A&M is going to be in the college pro game. Hey, that's a free one on me. Now, hey, don't say Miami, you ain't say it. You ain't tell us, and then ain't gonna say it again. I'm giving y'all a free one. I'm giving you a free one. Let's see. Okay, I got a couple comments here. Let's before we get into some more conversations. Shouts out to Travel Keypen, who always is over there helping out CJ. We really appreciate you, man. I thought I missed it. No, you didn't miss it. We're back on Tuesday. I took a I kind of was starting Tuesday and Thursdays. Then I kind of slowed down because it wasn't getting a lot of traction because we were so far away from the NFL. Now we're back like 4 weeks. I'm kind of back on Tuesday to give everybody prepared for me and CJ. Um, for when we go back live on Tuesday, so everybody can get back adjusted to me and his schedule because I love doing it. Like I say, it's the reason why I'm doing it for football is really because of CJ. He said, "Hey man, I would like you to be my co-host," and I was surprised. I was like, "Yeah, man, cool, let's do it." And we went from there. And then he took a little time off, and then that's when Inside the NFL Mind was created. And then next thing you know, you guys was like, right after Super Bowl, you guys was like, man, Miami, can you at least do Inside the NFL Mind? I was like, and then I waited that month of March, and we was back. Just like y'all asked about NBA, we'll bring it to y'all. Man, like I say, if you request it, DWE will try its best. But guess what? We gotta have you guys help. Please go ahead, share that share button, put it in group chats. Go tell your friends right now. Go tell them about the YouTube. Go tell them about CJ's YouTube. Tell them about everything that's dealing with DWE. And guess what? We can keep this train rolling. We can only blow up without you guys. So hey, we always appreciate all the people who support us and everything we do, man. We try to do this as much as we can and hard as we can. But like I said, we cannot do this without you guys' support. Go hit that like and go hit that subscribe on YouTube now. And when CJ goes live, go hit his like and go hit his subscribe too. So shouts out to you guys. Let's go to Tribal's Kingpin's other comment. He said, will you and EVP talk about fantasy bets? I leave that to CJ because he knows a little more about the fantasy bet. So you have to ask CJ. Will he talk about that? That will be cool to have on Tuesday because that can give us something different where we can talk about fantasy bet on Tuesday. And like I say, Thursdays, you guys will get the prop finders, the parlays on Thursday because basically Thursday will be turning into parlays. Like I say, this Thursday I'll still be talking about the games, the weather, things like that, and we'll look into some parlays. Thursday will be this week will be the first taste of what the idea I got for what we're gonna do so far coming into the season. So Kingpin definitely hit CJ up about that. And like I say, if he wants to do it, I'll let him have the floor on that because he knows this thing about fantasy football. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's getting me put on to that. I've been here and there with that. Next question from Kingpin. He said, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. NBA talk. I'm tuning in. Hey man, I'm doing it for you, Kingpin. We definitely. It's gonna probably be like an inside the NBA of Miami. Like I say, it'll still be like how the Thirsty. We'll talk about bets. I'll give you guys the thoughts about the defense. How teams are going to be. Man, NBA really shook up this year. Give you guys my thoughts. And CJ can tell you before the Spurs went to the I'm about to say Super Bowl championship. I I said it on my timeline. I said, why waste the money? Put your money on the Spurs to go to the championship. I said it. And they went. And I was like, what did I tell you? I even bet it myself because I was like, they're gonna go. And I made some pretty good money. So yeah, we're definitely going to do some NBA this year, Tribal Kingpin. Y'all guys can thank Kingpin with Miami on whatever week we'll do it. Like I said, we'll start at August. Like I say, I'll see what day I'm going to actually do it. Like I say, it might be Wednesdays. I think Wednesdays will be a good day if they have some good games on Wednesday. Even if they don't, I'll still probably talk about one or two games on Wednesday. Like I say, it'll still be like a bet. Give you guys my thoughts about where the game is going to be, who's injured, who's not injured, kind of give you guys an update. And like I say, if you guys want to listen to the actual game, I know Sports Jedi, he does have it live that he goes live on NBA, and he, like I say, he has a screen. If you don't got time to look at the screen, he mostly, you probably can hear it over the phone. And if you guys are at work, that'll be a great show. I normally used to tune in to it every now and then. I was like, man, this is great. Sort of like what we do here for Inside the NFL Mind. He said I'm studying all a lot of NHL also. Well, you know NHL, you know hockey. Yeah, get out of here, CJ. You know some doing hockey. You know it better than me. Shoot, you know some freaking hockey. But this is some great news for the Vikings guys. I called it, guys. CJ said it too. Um Jeff Jefferson is gonna go crazy. Will probably most likely be in that conversation. Like I say, hey, put a little money on it because they could go that way. Because what I just said was true. It's been a while since we had a wide receiver to be MVP. We know quarterbacks are normally getting it. I remember last year they were saying that it could have been a running back. The league could go a different way. Do not get caught up in a different way they could go. They could go a different way. So we'll have to see how they're going to go with the MVP conversation. But I would definitely put Kyler Murray on there. I said it. I say if he starts, he's gonna probably get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got him probably. They'll probably get to CJ laughing at me because you do know hockey, CJ. Don't talk about acting like you don't know it. You know it better than me. Heck, I won a couple bets off of hockey off of you. CJ crazy. Oh, talking about I'm studying hockey. What you try to? What we try to win $1 million? I hope so, cause that's the only way you might be trying to hit one of them big boys. Then you trying to hit on hockey, cause you already know it. But I've been kind of like guys. That's why I say Thursday. I cannot wait. That's why I'm so excited because Thursday's going to give you guys the experience of, because like I said, I've been calling it and everything has been happening. So think about and me and CJ, we, even when we was doing the shows, we gelled together and there was a couple bets we was giving out for free. Now, will CJ do it? It's up to CJ. But like I say, you guys want to know about some bets, it will only be for that Thursday game. Now, I know the first week we got a Wednesday and a Thursday game. So that Wednesday I will go live 6 o'clock, go off at 8, and then you can catch CJ and Cal where they do Queens of WWE, and then I will come back on that Thursday and that second game I will go live at 6 o'clock p.m. Go off, and then um I think Thursday, if CJ will be still, I don't know if he'll be still doing Big Brother. I don't know if he's will be done. If he not, we'll know the new show for that first week. So stay tuned. Could be AEW. By then I don't know how long Big Brother lasts. That's probably one of his biggest shows. So you guys go definitely support him on the Big Brother recap. Got a question here from Kingpin before we get to our next thing. He said, "What is your expectation total of Jeff Jefferson this season? 1,400 plus." Um, I think I'm looking at. I did remember their schedule, and I did have them a lot of wins because, like I said, I did have Murray. Kind of starting. CJ says 100 and 1,100. Um, that's a lot. Um, there's a lot of, like I say, we got to get into a lot of injuries. He say fully healthy. He can do it fully healthy, but the thing about this is, man, they got those Lions. I don't. It's gonna be hard. I think the Lions will double cover them. You got to think about it when you're facing your division. Your division knows you best. Green Bay. Will he? I have to see how Green Bay defense is going to be. They was questionable last year. Are they going to be questionable this year? That's why I say I got to see on paper how Green Bay is going to be. I got to see the film on Green Bay. That's another, people, like I say, you got to see. I love the way Arizona played in the Hall of Fame game. And that was like their fifth, starters, their fifth, fourth, starting starters. So I did like the way they played. Bake did well. I was like, man, I did not suspect this. Like I say, I know he's a decent player, but seeing him, I was like, okay, if Arizona doesn't do nothing with him, he's a great backup quarterback. Is he a starter? He could be. I have to see how the starting quarterback's going to do. I feel like if he doesn't do well, they're going to probably throw in Bates. I want to see Bates with the pros on the field. When them lights are he going to play? How's that game play going to play? Jeff Jefferson can get it, man. Don't get me wrong. I think I kind of agree with CJ. I'll put him in maybe that 1,100 range because he can get that easily. You're gonna. I think a lot of defense are going to try to double coverage him. You're going to have a lot of 2-man coverage to try to have have some guys in the back just in case if he gets away from the coverage in the middle because you want to have that guy to try to cover him. If he gets by one coverage, he might beat one coverage. The next coverage has to make up for that, misplay. It depends on the defense too. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of defense coming in being injured. One is the Rams. I seen the already news about Myles Garrett and stuff. So it's like, oh man, we're coming in and we were so high on the Rams, but Rams are coming in with injuries. We got a lot of my Eagles. They're coming in on the offense side with injuries that I've been told you guys when it came to the Eagles. I mean, I love the Eagles. That's my team. I love Hurts, but there are still some concerns. There's a lot of concerns for a lot of teams that you see that are injured that we're going to talk about here. But let's get into some NFL, some more NFL talk here with you guys. Like I say, shouts out to everyone who's coming in, listen to me. If you're here, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the week schedule. Week 1, we got on that Thursday, which will be the game I will be covering for you guys. It will be the game for week 1 for the preseason. You can catch me on Thursday. These will be all the games I will talk about Kingpins, Lions versus Bengals. That will be at 7 o'clock. Then you will have Green Bay versus Steelers, 7 o'clock p.m. You have Colts versus New England, 7:30. You have Chargers versus Houston, 8 o'clock. Cardinals versus Raiders, 8 o'clock. Tennessee versus 49ers, 9 o'clock. Um right now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is what I would take. Um Man, as much as I want to go with the Bengals, I don't know if the Bengals this is not their starting lineup. I think the Bengals will do well with what they got. I can see them getting a couple touchdowns, but I will probably take Lions right here. I would not go against my heart this time because I know um last the Hall of Fame game I said that the Arizona Cardinals, and I was like thinking the Carolina Panthers. But let's go Lions here, guys. I think Lions will take the win here. Next game, I will take the Steelers. I think Steelers will get the up on Green Bay here. I think Colts will get this win for New England. That this is for the people that are trying to get the notes on the teams and trying to get the thoughts about where the teams are going to go. I think this is where they may go on this game. So I would definitely go um Colts on this one. Chargers versus Texas. I think they'll go. I think Texas will win. I think Texas is going to try to test out their defense and see where they're at first. Maybe a couple plays here and there because, like I say, preseason you might get a couple snaps. Maybe the first quarter we could get the starting lineup, and maybe you'll get some guys that will sit. Just get the guys loose. Whoever's not injured and who else is healthy. Like I say, we got a lot of injuries coming in to this, even preseason guys. So be aware, a lot of guys are not going to be playing. So give me, I will definitely take here the Houston Texas on here. I got Cardinals against Raiders because Cardinals did lose their first game. I did like the way they played in the Hall of Fame game. They played extremely well, extremely great, extremely well. I did like what I seen when I did catch the highlights of the game because I was in an area where I could not watch the game for nothing in the world, and I was like so mad. My internet was acting crummy. If you guys joined me last Thursday, you know why. Yeah, I was in a crummy era. So give me Arizona. Tennessee versus 49ers. I would go Tennessee. I think the first touchdown would go 49ers. I think they will strike first. I think Mike Epps will get a TD, any TD first. I would not be surprised because they have been raving about Mike Epps Evans for since day one, since he got into training camp. So be aware that you could see a TD from him. Now, I'm hoping that they let us do any TDs. I think that's what they'll most likely do. I don't know if they'll let us do props. We'll have to see. Like I say, as we go on into the show, we'll see what they give us. We got Broncos versus Falcons. This will be a very interesting game for me. That'll be on Friday, guys. Um, I have to see how they're gonna go. I don't know. I thought I seen Tula. I was looking for the news. Maybe I seen on ESPN on my app, but I could have swore I thought I seen Tula maybe be the one starting um for the Falcons. I know Tula's a little banged up. I know Mike is a little banged up. I'm gonna go Broncos here because the offensive quarterbacks are a little banged up coming into the preseason. So I will lean a little more on the Broncos. Give me Broncos on this one. Tampa Bay versus Jets. I think I'm going to go Tampa Bay. I think we will see Baker go out there, throw a couple passes. He will probably try to show a little bit of what he's going to probably do to make Tampa Bay try to rethink his contract a little bit as we go into the season. So give me Tampa Bay. I will go Tampa Bay on this one on preseason. I definitely this will give me an idea of how Tampa Bay play is going to be for Friday when they play the Jets. Dolphins versus Commanders. I think Commanders will probably take this one, guys. Give me Commanders on this one. I will take Commanders. We got a Saturday game too, guys, which I can't wait for. Thank God we got Saturday games back. We got Carolina versus Buffalo Bills. I think I would take Buffalo Bills since Carolina did win that Hall of Fame game. Give me Buffalo here. I think Carolina will probably take the L on this game. We got the the Browns versus the Bears. I would go Browns because Browns are probably going to try to do some things to try to prove, especially on defense. I think the defense will probably play real hard because their defense definitely needs to show people that they are still elite and is great without Miles Garrett. So I will see the Browns winning this game over the Chicago Bears. We got Vikings versus New York. Give me Vikings, man. I think Vikings are going to try to show. I want to see a couple first strings of their play, see what kind of play that we're going into, and seeing how everything will be structured as we go into the season for the Vikings. We got the Rams and the Chiefs. I think this is a hard one for me, guys. A lot of I don't see Patrick starting. We got a lot of injuries already, like I told you guys, for the Rams. Um, I would probably lean a little more on Kansas City because I think Kansas City is. I think they're going to probably rush Walker a little bit. So I can see him getting the any TD here. I think it will probably be really easy with Garrett being hurt, and they're saying he's hurt. I don't think they'll probably play him until later on, so we'll have to see. So give me Chiefs. I would take Chiefs on this one, and I definitely want to see these two teams on how they play, even if they don't have the players that we know as stars. It still will kind of give me a idea of where these two teams could be at for this season. So let's go Chiefs on that one. Jaguars versus Saints. This could be a great game. It could start off that first quarter if they have a couple of prop bets, guys. I think if you're gonna do some bets, if we you got some bets here, I think you can make some good money off of this game because I feel like that first and second quarter could be a good money grab if you bet in the right area. You just have to wait and see. Like I say, guys, join that Discord that me and CJ have. If they have them, I will be back posting. I've been missing so much to been posting back and my chat. So hey, go to the Miami slip chat channel and you'll see those bets for if they have them for any of these games. Um Eagles and Ravens. I would take this is a hard one. It's a late night game. We could start off with the starters, maybe get a touchdown here and there. I will go more of Ravens because we got a little Nixie here on the Eagle side for injuries. So I will go Ravens on this one. We got Cowboys versus Seattle, which is crazy because these two will be facing each other real soon, right out the preseason. So I think this will be a game of chess of seeing how these two will play. I think if you watch this game, you can figure out who will win the game when they do their first game between Seattle and the Cowboys because I know they will take on each other in the NFL season. So I think Seattle might win this game, guys. Even though they have a lot going on, I think that will be the dynamic of them. I think they will try to, like I say, Vegas is going to try its best to throw us you betters off. Hey, people like me are we gonna fall for it? Like I say, I got to see how they're going to play it out. That's why I say most of maybe if I'm not even betting, I'm still going to give you guys an idea of where you could probably place your bets on the on the apps or whatever you're gonna do, like FanDuel or wherever you're gonna place your bets at. Like I say, we got some more news to get into. As we get into I thought I gotta put injuries on here on my slip. So we got some NFL news. I will put that on the NFL news. We got a update on Puka Nakua. They said he showed up. He said Rams wide receiver Puka Nakua left practice early with a training staff on Tuesday, per multiple reports. And said that Sean LeVay will keep a update on what happened. Man, if this is a injury, this is a very tough injury for the Rams. Man, like I say, the Rams are taking a lot of hits. Miles Garrett, Puka Nakua. I mean, everybody went crazy on the Rams, and Vegas got y'all. Like I said, I was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. 'Cause I was like, they could, because I know them so well. I was like, they could go a different way. So, yeah, Puka left Tuesday. Today, so we'll have to see what's the more of the updates on Puka Nakua. I'm very shocked about that. I want to see how they go with wide receivers. I think someone else will have to step up. But like I say, Puka is just such a great um asset and key of that you know offense. So I mean, they need him a lot in that offense. Like I say, bad news for that's coming up for yeah, Adams. I don't know. Yeah, I mean Adams. Yeah, they got Adams. Yeah, Adams. Yeah, Adams can still stack up. But the thing about this Kingpin too, a lot of people. I mean, that's now the defense are going to be covering him now. So that's why. So that's why I was like, it kind of takes a little pressure off of him if Puka is covered. But like I said, I've seen Puka catch some balls where he was like you wouldn't think he was going to catch it and still caught it. But yeah, I mean, I do agree with you on that. Yeah, Adams still could catch rack up. So we could see. He said I believe they have a second year yeah, they got a tight end too. So I mean they got some extra receivers. I just love Puga, man. I was like, man, this could be a great hit. I feel like even if Adams is double, they'll probably go with the tight end Kingpin. So that is a great point. You could see a lot of catches go his way. I mean, why not? I mean, because even if they rest Puka, I think, like I said, and this is my thing too, guys. I feel like that first, second, third week, it's not going to be like how it was the first time. That's why I say, it's a lot of people are being injured, are coming in injured. So that first week and that second week, choose your game wisely. Um, Definitely, I will give you guys if it's a Thursday game, some updates on who's injured, who's not injured, so it can give you a thought of how you can bet your game, and also put who you want to put on your fantasy league. If you have someone in fantasy, you would know that they are injured, so that can kind of maybe help some of you fantasy football people too. So if you do want to come in and see if one of your players are hurt and they're playing on that Thursday, I will make that announcement on that Thursday game. I'm pretty sure they will. We'll see this Thursday how they do it for the preseason. Like I said, I think it's just gonna be a couple of like four strings, a couple strings. We'll see who starts, how many snaps they'll take. Like I say, I don't see many of the. We might see four snaps for maybe the starters, and that's it. So I would not put too much stock into a person this preseason, guys. That's what I say. You could probably see some bets from me in the channel, but like I say, I already know it's going to be probably a couple snaps. I won't probably go too crazy. Or like I say, I will give you guys still thoughts about who you can still put some place bets on. I will still maybe put in my channel to just see do they hit. So like I say, you got to stay tuned. Let's go into some more news. Like I say, we've been getting a lot of injury updates, guys. Nick Bowles is now considered to be week by week before, he's also dealing with a knee injury for the 49ers. A pretty big hit for them, guys. Like I say, 49ers is another team I'm not too worried about because they still have a lot of great players too, just like the Rams. And Kingpin made a great point. When you got a pretty good loaded team, even though you have one good player down, your team can stay afloat until that player stays up. So I feel like the 49ers will still be pretty much okay. Hopefully, we'll have to see how that goes for them as we go into the season. Like I say, I have to see who's going to start, who's going to play when we get into the season. Let's talk about the Bears, guys. Another injury update. Like I say, we have a lot of injury updates, guys. Like I say, that first week, it's going to be pretty tough. That first, second week, I say maybe all the way up to week 4. So kind of really be smart on where you place your bets, who you put in your fantasy league too, because a lot of injuries are coming up. Try to go on some of these apps. I say Sleeper NFL is pretty decent on giving you the updates on the injuries and stuff. But we have a Bears player. Brian is going on a knee surgery and will be out for 4 to 6 months, man. So that's a major blow for the Bears. Bears are one of those teams that I told you guys I was deeply concerned about before we started the season. I'm still leaking about it. So we'll have to see how it's gonna go with them as we go into the season. We got a video package here for one of the mini camps, guys. Like I say, if you're new here, I do show a little mini camp videos. I see you guys who enjoy that, so I'm gonna continue to keep showing them. We have one here from the Bucks. Here it is. And it's just a little dink and dunk there, but from I guess his name is Eagle. The Bucks, like I said, another team I'm still concerned about too. Like I said, I have to see how they're gonna play. Like I said, the preseason is gonna really help me adjust on who could be the next guy stepping up. So we'll have to see. CJ said here before we get to it, he said if Puka's out, Rams are in trouble. Yeah, I think so too. Because Puka is like they I mean, man, that guy. I mean, like I say, I put him up there, and like I say, I know it's early, but he gives me that Jerry Rice feeling. He gives me that scared feeling. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I know injuries kind of changes guys. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes guys come back 10 times better. It's always the mindset of the player, so it's always up to them. He said Inco is an animal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like I say, it could be a person that you probably want to put on your fantasy league. Bucks. I know I've been saying Buccaneer fans that you know you know the Bucks could be in trouble, but who knows? Like I say, we have to see who's going to step up. I've been telling you guys, someone has to step up now. Mike Evans is gone, so Mike Evans is gone, so we'll have to see what they do and which way they go. So I mean, plenty more to see from them. Like I say, we have some more stuff here. As we go into, I gotta rewind this real quick. It was a play from Hopefully this is play once we go full screen. It might do. Okay. We got some more video. This was like in the season, guys. If you don't know, this is what the Browns are going to be missing. This is my boy Shedeur Sanders, one of my favorite quarterbacks too.
Third down attempts. Sanders pressured, keeps the play alive, still in trouble. Now buys more time. Looks downfield. Brown chasing him. Sanders. That's a lot of running.
Let's take a look at this footwork by Sanders. Not exactly known to have the speed of his father, Mr. Prime.
Third down attempt.
Man, that I ain't gonna lie to you. I still would love to see him start or get at least a full season of on a team. If it's not the Browns. I think I got news about who they were saying going to start because I told you guys that too. So we'll definitely talk about that too, guys. With you guys. Like I say, let's get into some more NFL news here. Rams, we was just talking about some Rams. So we'll talk about the Rams here. Do we got up? Okay, we got it up. It says, okay, Rams cornerback McDuffie on the position of Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett being on the same D line. I asked Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford for a office preface and how you guys are going to do your blocking scheme. They both are just alike. We don't even know. We've been hearing this. I don't know how true it is. If Miles is out, maybe they're playing this where, and guys, like I say, it's sort of like WWE and Final Ball. I'm about to say Final Ball. CJ could tell you. We said it on our show. They love scripts. Maybe this is how Aaron Donald comes, and Miles might be out a couple games. I'm not saying he's not injured, but he could be maybe playing injured, and he comes back, and they're dominant. These two guys on a field are going to be sort of like a it's going to almost be like a Houston defense because a quarterback is going to be trying to throw it out so quick. Of the quarterback release is going to be quick now. If a quarterback is thinking quick and they got that good release and they know where their wide receiver is going to be at and they know the receiver is going to be there, then it's a catch. But if not, if that quarterback is playing scared or playing, a certain way, of course that quarterback is going to make a lot of mistakes. So like I say, we'll have to see how they're going to go. Like I say, it could be a thing where they definitely do that a certain way. We'll have to see. I would not be surprised, guys, if that's the way they're going to go with the how they're going to do it. It just popped up in my head. So it could be a way they can go with this. Who knows? Let's go into some news about week 6 with the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. They will both be going with their throwbacks. So that will be on week 6, guys. Whoever will be watching that game. So if you guys watch that game, they will be doing the throwback for that game on week 6, where Broncos will go back to their throwbacks and Seattle will go back to their throwbacks. I like Denver's throwback jerseys. Always been a fan of them. So never been down on them. It's some of them that it had to give me time to adjust to it. I think some of them they redid some stuff to them, and I was like, oh man, I kind of like that. So we'll have to see. Let's get into some news about more another game that we will see on Thursday, guys. I think we've seen this game. Was it Arizona and the Rams? Raiders? No, it wasn't. Okay, it's this Thursday. I don't know what I'm tripping about, but it will be on NFL Plus. If you got NFL Network, pretty sure it'll be on that. Yeah, I see NFL Network. It will be August the 13th at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, I gave you guys my thoughts. I think Arizona will win that game because they lost their last game. I don't think the first round draft pick. I mean, they might put him out there. We'll have to see. Will Love get a couple touches? They might. They might let Love do a couple touches up. I would love to see how Love is going to do out there. We'll have to see. Will they go first string? I don't think so. Would they? I mean, first string with that first draft pick. If they do, they probably do 1 or 2 snaps. If they do, but it'd be really interesting. I'll start it. I'll put them out there just a little while, 1 or 2 snaps, and get them out of there. Just get the line out there that you want to try to protect them. Definitely, if the person, whoever's back there, going to be trying to protect them with their life. And I mean, most offensive line, that's what they do anyway. So, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that game and see which way they're going to go, who they will have starting. I'm very interested on seeing which way they're going to go of the season. And this is a rundown of the last couple quarterbacks for the Minnesota Vikings here, guys. In 2023, they had Kirk Cousins. 2024, Sam Darnold, who's and that's crazy because Sam Darnold is one of the people who went to the Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl. You had JJ in 2025. And like I said, the thing about this, I think I know you don't want to move off of people like Mike from the Atlanta Falcons or JJ because they're young, but sometimes you are made to be a good backup quarterback. If you want to prove people different, you have to step up and be that number one. You got to be better than the person that's behind you. JJ's still there. Don't get me wrong. Is he a great backup? Yes, he could possibly be. I think he will learn great under Murray. And I think this will give him time to develop if the Minnesota Vikings sticks with him. So I'm very interested on how the Vikings, if they're going to move on him, if they're going to keep him, if someone else is going to try to get him. Like I said, a lot of teams are pretty solid on their quarterbacks right now. So I would not think that, if they're getting him, he'll probably be a backup or he'll be so in the mix that you forget about. Sometimes we forget about a quarterback because the quarterback that's starting is so good and they stay healthy that you be like, oh, once the quarterback get hurt, you see the person, oh man, where this person been at? They're on this team now. So it can be like that sometimes. In 2026 now, we have Kyler Murray starting for 2026. So that is kind of basically the rundown for the Minnesota Vikings and their history of who's been their quarterbacks for the past years coming into the season. We'll have to see how they go when we go into the season of the NFL. Let's get into some Steelers news. I know we got some Steelers fans out there. Let's get into some Steelers news. Update on Steelers. Andrew Rodgers did make some comments on his wide receiver, Roman Wilson. He said he makes plays, he's comfortable, and his personality starts to come out. He jokes around more with you in the locker room. I love it. I love that. I love to see guys really come into their own. So Aaron Rodgers is seeing a lot from this kid. Seems like a person that you probably want to jot down. I'll probably jot them down. I tell you guys, I got my book. Tell you guys, make your notebook. You probably can't see it because it's green. But I got my notebook of notes. This could be another wide receiver. He said big eyes on any. Hello, CJ just said it. See, CJ, I guess we got to give out free bets. I was trying to put it out there, but CJ told y'all big eyes on anytime TDs. You might want to take it, CJ. You might want to take it because see that it'll be a name pop up and I know me and you will probably be texting each other like, oh man, he had this many odds on him. We said it, but oh trust me, I got my notes and stuff together, so hopefully we'll see how that goes with him. So we'll definitely keep him in mind, guys. Like I say, a great player that we could probably see get a NETD on a NETD play soon. Let's get into some more NFL injuries. Ravens fans. I said Raider fans. Ravens fans. Big news coming out of y'all mini camp. Like I say, we have a lot of injuries that was going on in mini camp. The Ravens defensive back Nathan Wiggins was carted off at the team practice. This was on today, Tuesday. After seeming with a appearance of a left knee injury. Not pretty much good. They said there is no timetable on when he will be returning. A major blow for the Ravens. Like I say, another key thing. Like I say, another guys who everybody had, but a lot of these guys a lot of teams that are coming in injured. Remember what I said. If you guys were with me from the start for finish, a lot of teams that started off bad ended up good the end of the season because a lot of teams that was healthy ended up start being injured right almost close to the end. So it's not how it start, it's how you finish. So just remember that, man. We'll see more what's going to go on with the Ravens. Definitely have to see how that's going to go for them. As we get into some more NFL news here, so we will have to see what goes on. Let's get into some news. Like I say, I have a lot of injury updates, guys. Yeah, that is a major blow, CJ. Yeah, really major blow for the Bears. I mean not Bears, but Ravens. More news for Chargers, another injury update, guys. Like I say, I want to kind of get you guys up to date. The Seattle Seahawks, Price left he had a knee soreness, is missing practice for the second consecutive days. This was back on August the 8th. I don't know if if I didn't see any updates on that, so I don't know how bad that was, guys. So just let you know. Hey, that's what I'm here for the update, you guys. Yeah, like I said, so that's what I told you, CJ. That's why I said I got to start coming back live on Tuesday because I seen all these injuries. I was like, man, I gotta go back live Tuesday because man, that week 1, 2 through 4, y'all guys gotta be real careful on bets or bet people that you would never think of because there's gonna be some crazy like TDs if some of these players don't be playing. I'm just glad. He said glad I haven't drafted him yet. Hello, that's what I'm trying to break it down for y'all. Hey, that's what I'm here for, boss man. I got you, man. He said at least they had a two-man run game in Seattle. Yeah. They got a 2-man run game in Seattle. I do give them that. So yeah, we'll have to see what's gonna go on with the Chargers, how they're gonna go about this. Seattle. Like I say, I feel like we'll see the direction where they're gonna go, how they're gonna go with it. We'll see. He said, I believe they got Pacheco. I think they do too. I think they got Pacheco. You could be right, CJ. I think they do too. They should have them. I think they do. JSN is gonna have another amazing season. I hope so, man. long as he stay healthy, man. Now watch, he gonna probably get close, break the Jerry Rice record because he I put it on him last year, and they probably won't have it for him this year. So that's how they'll probably do me because they don't like me like that, y'all. That's how we is here. Let's take a look at last week, guys. We're gonna take a look at some of the highlights of the game of the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals, guys. I did say that Arizona was going to win this game. I just said Cardinals. Not Cardinals. I did say Arizona was going to win, but I should have said Carolina's going to win, and Carolina did win. He said JSN hates me. I think he hated me when it came to yards, CJ. He didn't hate me with any CDs, but he did hate me. No, he said Pacheco's still with the Lions. He said Pacheco's with the Lions now, CJ. So that's from Kingpin. Shouts out to you, Kingpin. But here goes another highlight. We got a great highlight here, guys, of the Hall of Fame game. That was last week. Get a
from the 15. Good touch on that one. To the pylon and in for the touchdown. That is Jassim Reed. First year, man out of San Diego.
I did like that play. Like this play already designed. You can see here already he has his eyes. This guy is already open. You got a couple guys right here open. Let's play this.
From the 5th.
Boom. I love this slant cross. These three here, they let this guy. Why are these three defensive players here? But you got this guy here. So you kind of pretty much got someone solid here. He's kind of looking at the quarterback. The quarterback's going back. You got this guy. I got another guy back here. I know you guys might can't see him, but he's back there at the back right here. But you could have went this guy, but we're going to go over this guy because I'm pretty sure the quarterback sees that vision of this guy here. We got guys here. No one's over here. Can't throw it here. Kind of got this open, so now we're kind of unprotected because the line is here, but we still got a couple people coming, so we got to get this out quick. We're going to get it out quick. Great play. See, we went over. Like I said, still the same person that we was going to. Now we still have a person back here. Got a person here, but these guys right here can't do nothing. Now the line is kind of coming back to come back up because this guy right here basically is trying to stop him from getting this. At least let's get this to a first down. We don't want a TD, right?
Good touch on that one.
Nope, nobody's here. Then we got a couple people in the end zone. Nobody. He's gonna get it easy because these two guys ain't gonna stop him. Even if they stop him, he still what he gonna do is stretch out. If he would have stretched out,
to the pylon and in for the touchdown.
Beat the play. Great play from them. Did like the play from Carolina. I did like to see what they did. They still are playing decent football coming into it. I know it was a Hall of Fame game, but I still liked it that what they did on paper. What they did, he said, "Oh damn!" I guess he was saying about the Pacheco. He said, damn, they're not touching him." LOL. Oh no, that was saying the Lions, man. The Lions are still in it. That's why I say, hey man, they know, because like I say, there was so many people that you could have went either way with that. You want to still put it out there. So I feel like that you want to get it out there. So we're going to look at another play from the Hall of Fame. This was last week. You got to look at another play. I'm going to break it down with you guys. I think I got another play that was happening last week. Like I say, this was a great game. I love the game. They really gave me a really thought of it. Here we got this time we got Arizona. We kind of really got goal line here from this defense. Got one guy here, pretty much because most of the majority of the time defense we're either setting up for a run play, maybe you might get a post play here, maybe from the tight end. You could get some wide out. You can most of your time the defense is trying to stop the probably run game. So let's see what we're gonna go run or
Carson back in the Cards inside the 5 for Fay. Hold on, he's got it for the touchdown. Simi Fehoko, receiver out of Stanford, and Beck with a nice touch. Carson back in the Cards inside the 5.
I like this play. I was gonna stop it here, real quick because there's a lot of fight going on. I like the ref didn't throw no flag. It's right here in the end zone. This guy here, he knew the ball was coming. You got your receiver here. He's looking. This defensive player should know. Put your hands up. Let's put your hands up. Let's get that. Let's get this stop. You know the ball is coming. The ball is coming. You know how you know it's coming? Because watch this. I'm going to play it again for you guys. We right here at it. Look. He didn't put it up. He's sitting there trying to grab the jersey. At least go up. You see his hand going up already. So, let's knock that down. Let's get that play out. That's something that he'll have to play. Great catch. Right there at it. He catch it. It looks like one hand. He's in. Touchdown. So, great play for Arizona, man. I like the play. Like I say, Arizona, Bakes was cooking, man. He was out there playing like, man. And like I said, I know he's good. I know he's decent. He played really well in Miami for Miami University. So he played really well for Miami. I love the way he played. I like the way he played in this game. He played a very great game for this game. So it was great to see him do what he do here. So I like I say the Hall of Fame game gave me a pretty idea of what they're gonna do. A lot of throwing play here for the Arizona Cardinals. So we have to see how they're gonna go as we continue to look on to some more stuff. Let me look at some more stuff. Let me see. We want to see. I'm gonna try to get some updated stuff for you guys because I got a lot of stuff we had from last week in here. From some play. Let's look at some more film. We probably got some more film here. Let's look at some more film. We might got some more film for you guys. Let's see. Let's see if we got some Hall of Fame. Gameplay. Let's see. Do we got some? Oh, I love this right here. This is a good breakdown of something. Let's go here. I love this, guys. This is something too. Looks like it's Tennessee. Let's take a look at this. If it shows up. Okay, there we go.
Left, he looks right, he throws right.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Left, he looks right, he throws right, a little high, but Ross comes down, popped up in the air, and it's picked off. This could go for the Bills, and it will. It's Ron Brooks.
Here is A.J. Trapasso, punter, and we've got a trick play here, and it is Trapasso who will carry the ball for a first down inside the 20 and all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Throws for the end zone. It is intercepted at the goal line. Fred Lewis intercepted, lost the football.
For sure, they overthrew it, and Williams the interception. The rookie from Kent State, a second interception of preseason. Look at number 26, break back toward the middle of the field. Bounces off a tackler, still on his feet. There goes Williams. That is a tremendous return for a touchdown.
Yeah, so that was a little crazy place of what happened in um the preseason, man. But yeah, that was some little crazy play. I remember one of those plays. I think I remember the one. I definitely remember the one where I think that was when the Buffalo did that interception. I think I did watch that game, man. If they did have some bets on that, man, um, yeah, that's a defensive touchdown. Man, I would have loved to see the odds on that, man. Or what would have been the odds on that? On that play, if he was a better. So, very interested to seeing how they would have went by that. Yeah, they Jordan Love. They showed the Packers. They showing him. He's in his seventh season, man. It's definitely time for Jordan Love to get at least in the playoffs. I feel like it's Jordan Love in that conversation with the Brett Favre and the Aaron Rodgers. Um, I think that's going to start being in conversation real soon for Jordan Love. Real soon because I feel like they a lot of people are going to ask that question when it comes to with him. So here we go. I think. Oh, okay. So I think I got a update on on um on the Ravens because they just put it out. So hold on, guys. I think we got a update. We got an update, and I was just looking online. So we do got an update. We have an update. I was just giving you guys this. Maybe YouTube, Yahoo Sports is checking me out. Hey, I hope they are. It says Ravens cornerback Nathan Wiggins is believed to have avoided a major injury after being carted off the field Tuesday. Tuesday practice. There there is a limits damage, and he could continue to undergo testing as the team grants more information. So hopefully it's not. It seems like they're saying it's not too bad. Hopefully that is true. Like I say, because that will be a major blow for the Ravens. Like I said, I just seen it. It just popped up on my um timeline here. So we'll have to see how that goes for that. Michael Parsons, second year with the Packers, man. Still can't believe that the Cowboys still did that trade. Um, I think they said I think the last news I did hear about him is he's going to be trying to come back. And it's crazy. Of course, he's going to come back when they face the Cowboys that first week of the NFL. I think he's going to probably show up and show out. So best to believe that's going to probably be a pretty decent game. If he shows up, I feel like Dallas could maybe win. He might get a couple sacks, because, hey, he has to pull through for his team. Like I said, I'm really interested on seeing how the defense is going to be for Carolina. I mean not Carolina, but the Packers. So, you know, we'll definitely have to see how they're going to go when they get into the game. And look at this for you college bet people. Kind of give you all an idea of where it could probably go. Michigan, Bryce Run's comments on how different the game versus Michigan versus Ohio State could have went. I feel like I said, I think it's gonna be a crazy college season. I could see Texas, and definitely Texas. We could probably see UCLA. We haven't seen them in a while. Notre Dame. I think no one is talking about Notre Dame, guys, but I think Notre Dame could be a team that will come out of nowhere. It's going to be a weird college season. to that, Alabama and Georgia. Look, we got Miami. They came out of nowhere. I think this year we're going to get a team that's going to, at least one team to come out of nowhere, guys. Definitely, trust me. We'll definitely see that. But that was a little couple since we're talking about football. Like I said, I will be dropping some college stuff in there. We'll definitely talk about that. We'll definitely be dropping that in the bet Discord. If you guys see up at the top, you will see that. Let's go to some Cardinal news, guys. We have some Cardinals news. Some more news. Like I said, I was telling you guys about Love. They say Love is on the narrative that he'll be number 3, too high of a running back. That's going to show what type of player the Cardinals see in me and what type of player the rest of the league sees in me. If I don't go to the Cardinals, I was probably going to get drafted right after that. So, okay. He was saying, okay. He's saying being drafted at number 3. I was very shocked. He went to the Cardinals. I think I forgot why I had him going because it's been so long. I didn't think he was gonna go Cardinals. I didn't know what direction the Cardinals were gonna go. I was thinking they was gonna go quarterback first, but there was no kind of quarterbacks available, especially after they went with the first draft pick. It was going to go defensive wide receivers, and I knew that the Cardinals was going to need a quarterback. And I mean, they did get. I'm not going to say Bates is not a slouch because he showed us the Hall of Fame game that he did real well. I did like the way he played a phenomenal game. Probably one of the best games I've seen so far from him. Like I said, I was very amazed about what he was going to do. This is another reason why I was saying Notre Dame, because guess where he came from? And I was telling you guys just a few minutes ago, here goes another post about Notre Dame that I could feel like could be in that, that talks. It was a lot of draft picks that came out of Notre Dame. So a lot of players are going to go to Notre Dame. So put Notre Dame down for a probably great stretch. I'm pretty sure the Texas team is going to go to Georgia. Yeah, Georgia's never going to be out of conversation. Of course, Alabama's not going to be out of conversation. Of course, Ohio State is not going to be out of conversation. Clemson, it's been a while. Albany, who knows? Florida State, they had that up, and then that stuff happened with Florida State. Then you still have the Florida Gators. Can Miami get back? It's hard to say because it's been a while since we've been back. I was surprised we went back, but I'm hoping that we don't take a long break again. Hopefully we can keep that same Miami Hurricanes type of, feeling where they can still win games. I think that asset has came back to Miami, but I don't see them getting back to the national championship. Can they get to a playoffs? If they play the way they played last year, they can. They can still be dangerous. We'll have to see. But like I said, I just said something about Notre Dame, and look, it was on my timeline, guys. So, like I say, a little college talk here, guys, with you guys. Like I say, it's not just all NFL, because like I say, you will see some college bets in my and on my channel and in our Discord. I'm pretty sure CJ will be doing different type of bets too. So we'll see how that goes when we go to the when we get ready for the season. Let's get into some. Let's see. I think this will be some projections for quarterbacks. they got on sleeper. What we got here? It says for sleeper we got 20.8 Josh Allen, 19.5 Lamar Jackson, 18.8 Caleb Williams. We got Justin Dobbs down there. We got the quarterback for the Washington Commanders, Jane Dulles. Joe Burrow, of course, I mean, he has to stay healthy this year. If he doesn't, man, the Bengals are going to be in some deep trouble, man. I mean, yes, he's your franchise, but I think now he has to not just stay healthy for 1 year. I think for a while, because I said it, he stayed out of the conversation. This is another person that you could put in MVP. Hey, I will put for Super Bowl MVP, because I'm not doubting that the Bengals are going to try to fight their hardest to get into the playoffs. I have them going to the playoffs. I will put them down for maybe to win the division, because everyone's going with the Ravens, but I think people have forgot about the Bengals. The Bengals have to stay healthy to win their division. They know that. They know that they have been out of the conversation. People are talking about other people. I would not sleep on the Bengals. I think the Bengals will do a very extreme job, especially the way, like I said, a lot of these injuries. So you will see all these other teams start to win a lot of games. Sometimes it's good to win those first couple 5 games straight, because you want, I mean, later on in the season, those 5 games can save you. You want to try to have that home field advantage too. So that's something that you want to see. So we'll see. We got Jalen Hurts, my boy. I love him. That's why I love the Eagles, because he's my quarterback. I like him. Dak Prescott is right behind Jalen Hurts. I know that kills you, Cowboy fans. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Prescott is a great passer. He gets a lot of yards. Is he a better passer than Jalen Hurts? Yes, but when it comes to scrambling, gameplay, I would put it on Hurts. Hurts has more of a chip on him than Prescott. And I know that might sound crazy, because you're saying, well, you feel like people got Prescott has a more chip because he plays for the Cowboys. He's under the biggest spotlights. The Cowboys haven't been to a Super Bowl and God knows when. You got all these teams that haven't been to a playoffs in 10 to 20 years. I mean, the Cowboys have to get through a lot of great teams. Can they do it? Yes, they have the team on paper. I would not be surprised. And you're not hearing the Cowboys saying this year, you're not even hearing the fans say we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm starting to get a little scared, guys, because when you usually get a Cowboy fan and they don't start saying that, it's not they don't believe. They know something that we don't know. So, and I said it here first. I was like, Cowboys on paper, they have a team that you could really like look at and really get by. Kingpin said, Cowboys have all the weapons on offense. Yeah, and they did a hell of a draft. I keep saying this, and as much as I'm not a Cowboy fan, I watched the draft, and I wish I would have went live to give you guys my reaction. But they did great in the draft, man. And I said it before, if you was watching Inside the NFL before the draft, I told you guys, Cowboys love drafting defense, and they did it. They did exactly what I said. So, I mean, I love the way they're looking on offense. Drake Maverick, I already know, for the New York Giants. I love him. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year. Another MVP candidate. Trust me, he will be in that conversation because he has some weapons. He has, both. It looks like I was going to say Bo Nix, but it looks like the running back is going to be back soon. He has some great wide receivers. Speaking of weapons, the New York Giants have weapons too. I love what they did on defense too. I'm not gonna lie. Only way New York doesn't win it, they have to cause themselves, because if they don't win it, I got the Cowboys winning the division. The Eagles are going to have to show me, not saying they can't. They're going to have to show me that they can win this division, and they got to get past the Cowboys and the Giants, because I feel like on paper, both of these teams, that's just on paper, guys, are a little better than my Eagles. But injuries happen, things happen. We got to see gameplay. A lot of new coaches are for the Cowboys and the Giants, so a lot of new game play. Even though these guys are familiar with each other, you might see some new stuff from both teams, the Giants and the Cowboys. So that's why I say I'm a little worried for the Eagles, because we still got our same head coach. So we'll have to. It'll be yet to see where they're going to go with that. Bo Nix, the Broncos quarterback, who I definitely feel like has to prove himself this year. The time is now. I feel like, yeah, people are going to probably ride the Kansas City wave. Hey man, like I say, Kansas City is Kansas City. You don't put them out until they feel like they're all the way out the window. When their window is closed, their window is closed. So hey, I gotta give Kansas City credit due, but I feel like Bo Nix has to get to that finish line this year. If not, next year will probably be a little harder. That's if Patrick Mahomes stays healthy. That's if Patrick Mahomes plays. I think it's just they're trying to make people sweat, and maybe Patrick won't probably play a couple games. They'll probably have him sit a while. I would not be surprised. That is your franchise quarterback. You're not gonna put your franchise quarterback out there, right away. I know you're seeing stuff in minicamp. You're like, all right, it looks good, but that knee brace is still on. People are going to try to fall on it, try to hit it as much as they can. So that is that. Trevor Lawrence, we already know. I've been telling you guys about the Jaguars. I'm very high on the Jaguars. They could be another team that could win that division, could go a long way. I feel like they have a lot to prove to. If not, this year they have to, like I say, we've seen a lot of stuff happen in this year's draft where I was like, man, Washington could do it, but now look at Washington Commanders now. Now I'm raving about the Cowboys until I can see a couple games. Once we start seeing a couple games, yes, it will switch. Yes, I will adjust to a different gameplay and where they're gonna go. Also, probably for next Thursday, since it's preseason, I will still give you guys I will still add on that game of the week for that next Thursday for the preseason. If it's a great game, I will let you guys know. So, like I say, Thursday will kind of be a little bit of how inside the NFL mind will actually be, guys. So, can't wait to join you guys on that. Last but not least, Baker Mayfield. I'm not at first. I wasn't high on Baker until they wasn't saying they was not going to play him. I think Baker's going to play out of his mind. The division is still theirs. I feel like I just got to see how the Saints are going to do. I feel like the Saints is up to the Saints. I'm not too worried about Atlanta. Carolina played real good, so I'm still a little concerned that Carolina could still own that division. It's going to be a great division for the South. Like I say, I feel like Baker could still lift this team on the back. I think that's what it's going to have to take to him to prove to the Buccaneers that he needs to get the money that he's been asking for. We've been hearing about it. I can't see where Baker's going to go. I mean, Baker, I don't want you to see you on the Jets. I mean, Arizona's pretty decent, but I feel like they see something in Bates. They might go with Bates first and then, test the waters on that if their starting quarterback doesn't work out. So I don't see them going to Arizona right now. I mean, the only place is the Jets. I can't think of right off the top nowhere else. I mean, Saints seem like they're in a pretty good position. Commanders are where they need to be at. So, I mean, those are like the quarterbacks that you might be like, maybe. But I wouldn't say Washington Commanders because it's just now they don't have the weapons. They don't have the things around them. But they did get Stephon Diggs. But still, I feel like, Diggs, he's going to get covered a lot. That's probably going to be one of your main targets for the Commanders, and defense ought to know that. Of course, they're going to know that. They're going to try everything they can to stop those plays. So we'll have to see how they're going to go. That's just my thoughts about some of those quarterbacks that they did have on that list, guys. Tell me your thoughts about that as we move along of those quarterbacks, because I feel like those guys are going to be great list of quarterbacks. Like I said, great list of quarterbacks, great list of people who they have on the teams, and where they're going to go from there. Like I say, we have to see how they're going to go from there. Let's see. I think I had something in my email where we did a quick, because we got 30 minutes, so we're here at the wind down. I think I had another site here because I just seen this for the fantasy draft for you fantasy football players out there. Let's see, let's go here. Tell me, guys, what you guys think. So they say teams have the best start in this fantasy draft. 10 teams, 11 team 10, team 11, team 12. So if you are one of these teams, you got the best team. Team 10, who you got? CeeDee Lamb. My bad. CeeDee Lamb. I like that. Saquon Barkley. Not bad. Devontae Smith. I like that. You got Ezekiel, who CJ just read about. I like this list right here. Not too bad. Team 11. Aston. You got Mike Bibbs. You got they got the Jets player Wilson. That could be not too bad. Yeah, Bates. This could be a good little lineup. I think Tampa Bay would probably run the ball a lot. I think that's what they're going to probably use. They're going to probably use their run game more than possibly anything. So we'll have to see how they go with that. That's what I would think if they was going the way I would think they were going to go. Why not? That would probably be the possible way they would go. With that. Let's see who team 12 got. Okay, so we hampers. I like that. I might take it. Why not? I'm Javonte Williams, who's also on the Dallas. Their starting running back for Dallas. Not bad. Like I say, great fantasy team picks here, guys. I like it. He said I like team 11. I do too. I like. Let's see. I like more. Let's see. Team 11. I like more team 12. More team 12. I like that team 12. Kingpin. I wish. Like I said, I love Lamar. Don't get me wrong. Just give me a different quarterback. Because Lamar's let me down so much. Especially, I know if CJ's still in here, he'd probably say the same thing. But I still would go 12. Like I say, Lamar's not a cheapskate. Don't get me wrong with that. I like the 12. I like team 12 a little more. I would have went team 10. I like team 10 too. 11's not bad. 11 will probably be my second one. If I was listening, I would go 12, 11, then 10. If I was doing it in the like top order. But I like 12. 12 is pretty decent. I think if I was going with a list, I would go 12. I mean, if Lamar's the only person that's available, I would take him. Like I say, it wouldn't probably do me no damage because Lamar is probably going to try to play a good game and probably get. I think he's going to try to play for a new deal. As we can see, a lot of people got a lot of good deals, so we'll definitely have to see how that's going to go for them. But yeah, I do agree with you on that, Kingpin. We definitely have to see how they're going to go when it gets to who they're going to get for that. So we'll see. Let's see. We got some more news. Let's see. I was looking for some more of the. Looking for some more stuff. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. I had a link. That I was doing. It was a fantasy link, but I might can't find it. It's probably buried into my said what you say, Kingpin. Let me hopefully I can get it up here. Where you coming? Ain't coming. Okay, he said, just speaking on Ted, good gun. Back. He said, just speaking on quarterbacks in general, no one has let me down more than Joe Burrow. Man, and that's what you know why though, King? Because of the injuries. He's not a bad player. I mean, look at back at when he played for Louisiana, his first year. I mean, man, the man beat freaking Patrick Mahomes. He was on the cusp of it. Remember back when the conversation first started, it was him and Patrick. Before Johnson at Patrick. Now it's Allen and Patrick. So yes, Joe Burrow has to stay healthy. Not just 1 year, Kingpin. He has to stay healthy for a while. If he gets this team to just a playoffs, that's fine with me too. I mean, a playoffs is pretty good. I mean, getting your team to a playoffs is fine. You know, that's cool with me. But yeah, they got to get back into that conversation quick, fast, and in a hurry because they are one of the teams that we gotta, take a look at. So you are right. Joe Burrow has let a lot of people down, but I think that's what's gonna make them be a team that they gotta win their division or get to a playoffs. They got to. Or it's a lot of people fired and a lot of people gonna get that organization might go through a whole crazy stuff that I know Bengals fan wants to see. So yeah, that's something that is true, Kingpin. I will agree on you on that. Let's talk about New York. I was just talking about New York Giants just a few minutes ago. Shouts out to Scatterboo. Y'all already know what happened at the event where he did the backflip, man. The boy's crazy, but hey, that's just how he is. He said and he did make a comment on Odell Beckham saying being his teammate. He said, I was 12 in the 6th grade when Odell Beckham caught the ball in the end zone with one hand the first day he signed. I'm not going to lie to you. Stare at my locker for 5 minutes. So it seems like Scatterboo is really a big fan of Odell Beckham. I feel like will Odell be one of the main targets? Maybe not. I feel like I want to see how he is placed into this offense. this is still a scary offense, even when Scatterboo comes back. A lot of great running we'll see. I think Scatterboo has to come back and pick up where he was left off before he got injured. It took a while for New York to get rolling. I feel like they got to start rolling early. If New York doesn't roll early, you can possibly have the Cowboys win this division. So that's why I say, hey, to the bettors, I will put a little something on New York and I will put a little something on Cowboys. Now, Eagles, I don't know. I say maybe after week 1 or 2. I say, like I say, up to week 4. 1 through 4 is the week where you kind of see people are going to start getting adjusted. You're going to start seeing a lot of who's injured, who's not injured, in that category. So, yeah, I like I said, I love Odell Beckham. Will he be one of those main key players? Could be. Like I say, I don't name play for the new head coach of New York. We have to. That's yet to be seen. So we'll have to see how that's going to go. For them. So, yeah, shouts out to Scatterboo. I mean, man, he's a crazy guy, but he's a great player, and I think he's going to have to really play his butt off with everything that has been going on and surrounding him. Man, I feel like if he wants to get paid, it's been some running backs that have been getting paid a lot. So we'll yet to see how they're going to go. With that, okay, so I do got some news on the Raiders on that first game on Thursday, guys. So we do have some news about that. So let's talk about the Raiders, for you Raider fans out there. Just got some news because I didn't know about this. So we do got some news on the Raiders about the first draft pick. We will get plenty of snaps in the Raiders' first preseason game with him. So he is going to take some snaps in the preseason, and they're saying it's going to be plenty. So it's going to probably be some prop bets in there, man. If he plays, man, it's going to be really interesting. Like I said, I love to see what Bates did. I think Bates had like 100 and something yards. Let's see how many yards did he actually have last week before. Where is the schedule? Okay, we're gonna go to schedule. I don't know why we got this, but we're gonna go to that. And it was a close game. 33 to 30. Not bad. Okay, Bates had 188 passes. So I still put I still feel like the Cardinals will win because the Cardinals shouts out to you. Davoo! I guess that's what you say. Shouts out to you, man. What's up, man? Thank you for joining me on Twitch, man. It's very rare people hit us up on Twitch, so appreciate you down that. Let's look at a couple of plays before we get out of here, man. We're gonna get to a wind down. Let's look at a couple of stuff. This is normally what me and CJ do, so I'll take it back to normally what you guys will see on Tuesdays with me and CJ. For when we come back and do recaps, you will see this right here. Right here. So you will see the plays. Like I said, yeah, not too bad. Carolina won this game. I was thinking Carolina 33 to 30 is not bad. Like I say, this Thursday, I feel like the Cardinals and the Raiders game could be very close. I still maybe have Cardinals. Like I say, I love the way the Cardinals played in this game. Very decent game for the Cardinals. Here it was a great play. Here and there, you got H King. He had 180 passing yards, not bad. 21 completions, 21 out of 34 completions, 2 TDs, which is not bad. Great TDs, like I say, didn't see that coming. Bates, like I said, he played good. Like I said, and when I say played good, he had 188 yards. He threw more than Carolina, and it could have been because they was behind. They was behind the 8. Could have been a lot of that. 15 out of 19 completions was not bad. 1 TD, not bad. You have M. Davis, 4 carries, 53 rushing yards. I feel like Carolina is going to probably work on more of rushing just a little bit more. Why not? But like I say, this is just like your secondary guys. Just want to see how it's going to go. Not bad, 50 yards there. I mean, anybody could have probably got that if that was on the money line. Or, I mean, on the bets, 50 yards should be easy to get. It would probably be low odds because that should be a given. That's why they give you that. But he didn't get no more than 53. So if you would have bid 50 plus, you would have hit that. B Knights had 60 for the Cardinals there, running back. He had 16 carries. No, he had 12 carries. My bad. 12 carries. Not bad. Great running for a preseason game. 60 yards not bad. That's pretty much what you might normally see in some of these preseason games. 50, 60 yards, probably from a person. Like I said, you probably get more out of the quarterbacks depending on how the play is. Receiving, you got J.H. Jr. 4 receptions, 44 yards, not too bad for the Cardinals. On the Arizona Cardinals. I was saying Carolina. Arizona Cardinals. You got 99 yards, which is guy was beasting it out there. Jay Brooks, 3 receptions. Wide receiver, guy. Hey man, this guy might be trying to take somebody's job because that's pretty. They ain't pretty bad, but like I say, this is like 5th, 6th stringers. We had only 1 sack from off of the Carolina side by N. Hampton, the linebacker, and 1 sack by A. Bills off of the defensive tackle. 8 tackles from Wheaties, 2 solo by itself. And you have 11 tackles from A. Keys, 7 by itself that he did on his own. So hey, like I say, pretty decent game. Not too bad of a game, guys. Like I said, I've seen some great plays here and there. Like I said, I was just thinking, and like I said, Arizona did play a great game. They played pretty decent. So I was not gonna lie to you. I thought they was gonna still win, but Arizona came through. So Carolina came through and they won. That's why I say I may feel like Arizona might win the next game, but it could be the Raiders too and the odds might be low on the Raiders. I would still put the Raiders as a win. I'll probably put more money on the Raiders because since they're saying the first draft pick is going to take more snaps. It depends on how many snaps. Are we just talking about the first quarter, the first half, and then you take them out? Or is he going to play maybe the full game? I don't think maybe full game, but Bates paid the full game. So you never know. We'll have to see. This will be a great test for the Arizona Cardinals because it's kind of like you got maybe your secondary, thirdary guys out there because it's the preseason and guys trying to figure out and maybe trying to come up with a game plan for the future for the Raiders. So we'll have to see. Shouts out to everyone. Let's I'm about to get ready. We're about to ready to close it down, guys. Like I say, guys, shouts out to everyone for stopping by. Thank you guys to 170 people who are stopping by to listen to me talk about this next 4 weeks of NFL. We're back on Tuesday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For right now, it will be inside the NFL Mind of Miami. But before the season starts, it will be the return of the EVP and Miami's NFL recap where we'll be talking about some NFL sports, all of the games that happen. We'll give you guys the content of what happened, what we thought about the game, who we thought was going to win. We're really going to give you guys a really kind of breakdown. Like I said, we'll pull up that ESPN screen and look at every game and give you guys the yardage, the percentage, and just break it down for you guys about what we're going to do. That will be from 6 to 8 o'clock, just like you see now from here. We'll give you guys the thoughts. And then you guys can join me for Inside the NFL Mind of Miami. It will be on Thursdays. I will be live this Thursday. You guys will see how it will be. This Thursday will be the first time I will not do the news, guys. We're only going to talk about all the games. We got a lot of games on Thursday to break down. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about and give you guys a lot of ideas of what we could maybe see on Thursday. If there's some bets out there, we'll take a look at some bets. If there's some stuff on Prop Finder, we'll take a couple of stuff on Prop Finder. I already got it set up. If you guys want to see how it is going to look, I don't think we have anything on Prop Finder just yet for NFL. But if you guys want to see, I already got it set up for you guys. I got it on MLB because that's back when me and CJ was doing bets. But right now, no, it's not still on NFL. NFL is not showing up yet. As you can see here, guys, this is how it's going to look. Practically, this is baseball. So, so it'll practically look like this, guys. So, and we'll run down the stuff. Like I say, this gives you like the weather and stuff like that. As you can see, it'll be the same thing, cheat sheet, game progress and stuff like that. We're going to do research. We're going to do weather. Like I say, most of this will be for NFL. We'll see. We'll take you guys into that, and we'll get started with that. We'll take a look at that for preseason if there's some on there, and I'll give you guys some thoughts about that and see what we agree on. Can't wait to talk to you guys about that. We're definitely going to discuss some DraftKings. We already got some stuff set up for DraftKings, guys. We're going to look at some DraftKings bets for Thursdays if we're going to have some for Thursday. There are a few here on Thursdays, but we will talk about them on Thursday. Some ways to go on Thursday. I don't know why it did not pick up. Why did it not pull up for DraftKings? I guess DraftKings doesn't want to come on. So let's try that one more time. Yep, this is preseason, so and they got a couple bets on here. Let me see if they got. Nah, they ain't got. They just got who gonna win and who gonna lose. Let's see. But we'll take a look at. Oh, dang, I hate to do that. We'll take a look at this, guys. Give you some rundowns of whatever they got. We'll take a look at some of the stuff on that day, some ways y'all could probably go in bets for that, guys. We'll take a look at that. So shouts out to DraftKings. Shouts out to we'll take a couple looks at let me see. I don't think initial picks is ready. Nope, that box is not open yet. But we'll take a look at international picks. If they have some open, we'll take a look at that. We're going to probably look at some stuff on ESPN on this Thursday. Like I say, we'll only talk about Thursday games. I will not give I gave you guys all the updates of what was coming. You want injury updates, that will be on Tuesdays now. And news updates will be on Tuesdays. Because Thursdays, if it's a Thursday game, we're going to talk about the Thursday game because that's going to be inside the NFL mind to get you guys familiar with the how it's going to be. Like I say, I'm going to make a new background for the night. New background will be for the night. Probably make a new background for me too for the back of my background. We're going to do everything new because it's going to be Thursday. So glad you guys are going to join us for that. If you guys want to join me and CJ's Discord, you see that QR code at the top. Scan that, take your phones out, scan it, and it will take you directly to our Discord. That will link you into all of these bets I'm telling you guys about. The NFL bets, the MLB bets, the NBA bets, NHL bets. It will all be on there. I will be back hopefully this I might don't touch preseason, guys, but I will definitely be back week 1. We definitely going to put in some bets for week 1. But I will still drop some stuff in there to give you guys, thoughts and some ways to go. I always put in some, tips in there and the way you can do and how to break it down. So the channel will be back talking it throughout the week, and I will be probably dropping in of what they have. Bonus bets on FanDuel or what they have bonus bets on DraftKings. I like DraftKings more. I don't know if CJ likes it. He's been on it for a while. I have to ask him which one he likes more when I talk to him and see which one he's been enjoying. But yeah, so join us on there. Scan that right there, and that will take you to our Discord. If you would like to join DWE, you can always DM the page down there. It's DWETV. If you're on there live, we're always looking for content creators. If you do reality TV content, you can do makeup. CV. Let us know. We will not shoot it down. We'll put it through there. We'll give it some thought, and if we give you a green light, you can be on the team as an affiliate or a Prime member. It doesn't matter. We're also always looking for people to be affiliates under us too, just to support. Keep helping us grow, guys. So thank you guys for that. Please follow us on the DWTV page. Follow us on Twitch, which is DW Radio, and also DWTV on Twitch. There's both pages on Twitch. Shouts out to everyone who's alive to us on Twitch. I really appreciate that because barely no one goes on Twitch. I don't know why. I think people don't like Twitch no more. And also make sure you please, this will keep the lights and bells on. You have to go over there on YouTube. Go like, go subscribe, go comment. Please show us the support. Tell a friend, tell your mom, tell whoever you can about Talk It Up podcast. We are the ones that got the gold. And it looks like a microphone with an eyebrow. I know it's another Talk It Up podcast, but you'll know us because we got 650 subscribers, I think. We like it to 600. So that is us. If you go type it in. But if you go to the page of the DWTV page and you click that link in, I think it's link in or the link there, it will take you to everyone's page and it will take you directly to DWTV page. So DWTV page, the DW Talk It Up page, and every page we got. So that will take you directly to it. Please follow me on X. That's Miami the Great 305 on X. Normally I try to post much NFL content as I can when I get a chance. Please follow me and follow my co-host that normally is with me on Saturdays. That's Final Balls, baby. 2 B's, 1 Y, CFO, as we do DWE Radio. Later on tonight, CJ will be going on for NXT recap. Later on tonight. Tomorrow, you can catch Queens of WWE with Kyle and CJ. That will be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursday, I am back, 6 o'clock p.m. We have a lot of NFL games on Thursdays to talk about. 6 o'clock, I will make sure I make it because I have to start being on time. And I'm starting to wake up early, make sure I go do the work I need to go do, and make sure I'm off in time to get you guys because I love talking football with you guys. I'm so excited getting ready for football. So join me Thursday. That will be at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time from 6 to 8. Then you will have an hour gap, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. CJ will do Big Brother recap on Thursday. Then Friday, you can catch the EVP show of the SmackDown recap. And then Saturday, there's DWE Radio, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday, there's After the Slam podcast, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He starts us off of the week. And then later on that night at 6 o'clock p.m., you go. If you like scoops, you like WWE scoops, go to EVP scoops. That's 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then later on that night, I think he will still have the midnight show. I think it's LLG. I think he'll still be doing that too. So join that. That will be the schedule for that week, guys. Join us for that. Like I said, all the shows. If you forget, you will normally see that QR code. And don't forget, when you see that light go on DWTV, what y'all supposed to do? I told y'all, I will not stop saying this until y'all put up those ones in the chat. And when we go live, and that will let us know that you acknowledge the DWTV people, and that this let us know that you do appreciate us and you are enjoying the content. So don't forget to put up your ones. Even you can put up the ones after every show goes off. But we still would like to appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for joining us. I am out. It's 8:01. We're out of here. Go enjoy NXT. I am your host, Miami the Great. We are out. And don't forget, there's only one DWE and there's only one DWTV. See you guys Thursday.
Hey, okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a hoe, this ain't a foe. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door.